Hello, dear students. Today we are going to continue lesson number 1, page number 6. Little bees build a honeycomb which has regular hexagonal cells in it. Who taught the bees to build a honeycomb and collect nectar from the flowers? Who gave the wisdom to deposit honey into the small cells in its comb? The bee does not tell you all about the magic. It is God who taught it to do so. So here we see the bees also learn, or they have also a type of quality, okay, which they have not acquired by going to schools, by going for some other kind of classes, but because it is the gift of God who has given them. Some of the birds and animals can teach a lesson or two to human beings. An ant may be seen carrying bits of grains or food materials to the ant hill. It stores food for the rainy day. It does not waste time but prepares itself best for the approaching difficulties. Nature has bestowed this sense to the ants that much food won't come on their way during the wet days. So they go about preparing to meet the challenges. So here we see a very important lessons that we learn from the animals who are even aware of the difficulties or the approaching difficulties. During the wet times, maybe during the rainy days, they will not be able to collect the grains. That's why they keep storing for the future use. So we need to learn that we need to gather knowledge, we need to learn something so that in future or in the days to come we may not suffer. In fact, God has given a particular shape and size to each species of plant and animals. The structure of each creature gives it a natural intuition about how to fend for itself. This instinctive knowledge is the wisdom that God has gifted with them. This indeed a God's blessing. So here you see, this instinctive knowledge is the wisdom that God has given to each and every creature. So we must make use of this power or the talent or the qualities that God has given to us. God has created different creatures with the different types of nature and has given them different levels of intelligence and common sense. Though it cannot match that of humans, still they are managed to survive on this earth where humans are the biggest destroyers. So here you see, it says, God has bestowed each and every creature. He has given us different talents. He has given a different, a different level of intelligence and common sense. It is for us, or it is to us, okay, up to us to make use of the intelligence that we have. Whereas these animals, especially, okay, other than the human beings, always try to do something creative. But here, the human beings, the precious creature of God, is destroying the universe. Even we recognize the inherent qualities of the animals when we make comparisons. Example, as busy as bee, as cunning as a fox, as wise as an owl. Animals are also great teachers. Even in their simplicity, they have a lesson or two to teach human beings who consider themselves as the jewel of creation. So as I've already told you, we have to learn so many things from the animals. Though they are animals, they are not the precious creature, okay, or the jewels of creations, yet we have something or the other to learn from the animals. Like the ants, we can also learn the time to prepare for an emergency or for life's other needs is now and only now. Postponement of an action may land us in trouble. So what do? We actually postpone our work. It's not today, okay? I'll just do it after an hour. So when that time comes, again we postpone it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. So this way we keep on postponing our work, and that, okay, brings a lot of problems, difficulties, or troubles in our life. A student who does not study hard during the whole year will have to face failure or be satisfied with bad performance at the end. So here we have an example of a student, okay, who doesn't study. If a student is not studying, then ultimately he has to, okay, face all these difficulties. He may have bad result or bad performance, otherwise he may fail in the exams also. A wise student will plan much in advance the way to glorious success and work as per a fixed schedule. So the other student who is wise enough, he will definitely plan out in advance to get success. Who does not know the story of a stork and the fox, or the fox and the lion? You must have read these stories in your primary classes. From the behavior of the fox, learn to be careful of wily people, how smoothly they manage to hoodwink the people around them for their own benefit. We could learn to protect ourselves from such crooked minds who may harm us. So we should be very careful in protecting ourselves from the crooked people. Thus, animal kingdom is blessed by God and benevolent human beings. We need eyes to recognize the merits and thank God for His wonderful creatures that form the animal kingdom. So we should always thank God for the beautiful gift that He has given to us. And before we end today's class, I just want to ask you to write this question. See here, God shows the path of survival in the world. So God shows the path of survival in the world. Explain these lines with examples from the text. So you take some example from the book and then explain this answer. Thank you so much.